So dichotomy debate is still alive. नहीं, but वो तब पढ़ना है जब difficult है. तो उन्होंने 2-3 सरप्राइज दिया. It was expected new public governance, or it is a guessing also you can say this. हॉल से निकल के आते हैं ना, बोले सबने फोड़ा है, बहुत ज़्यादा फोड़ा है. So how you experience two things? One, yes, UPSC paper. Have you seen? So dichotomy debate is still alive. No, तो आता है पहला क्वेश्चन. यस यस. नहीं, बट वो तब पढ़ना है जब डिफिकल्ट है. पेपर तो आसान आ गया. जैसे पहला जिन्होंने कल टेस्ट लिखा होगा, उसके बाद यूपीएससी का पेपर पढ़ा होगा, तो उनको आसान लगा होगा. isn't it? तो इन्होंने इस साल क्वेश्चन sentencing they have framed in very simple way. That is how moderate you can consider. So students will be relieved that at least they don't have to struggle to understand questions. This although struggle will always be to write good answers. तो उन्होंने 2-3 सरप्राइज दिया. बट सरप्राइज से पहले ये भी है कि कल जिन्होंने टेस्ट लिखा होगा, आपने एक क्वेश्चन देखा होगा न्यू पब्लिक गवर्नेंस. ठीक है. और ये जो टेस्ट पेपर कल yesterday we gave you, it is our test 1 of June batch this year mains examination. जिन्होंने टेस्ट लिखा है उस बैच का टेस्ट 1 था वो. yes. So it was expected new public governance, or it is a guessing also you can say this, that they ask, we will teach you in our extra classes. This, but all are familiar. Those who are writing mains examination, they know that, because they have, let's say, if those who do not know, they may have got model answer discussion. They will know it, although all students know, because already they have been taught those post NPM models. This only foundation students are aware about grapevine Simon question. Otherwise, other people may not be aware, because we do not ask in tests. This, so what they have done is they have gone to a new level of. That's why let's say many a time we say. So that aspect. Other questions are also on expected line, let's say. Expected in the sense that it is as per what guessing was done. Taylor and Mayo, they have asked. That was, we have also, you have not given second test. In second test, first question was, first a question is Taylor and Mayo. Comparison. We don't have to ask in test, people know it, an obvious comparison, plus theory X and Y. This, and 20 mark question, theory X and Y, you can see this. So section A is, but people, those who do not know new public governance, they will find it difficult to do that. The same thing in section B, I guess, isn't it? Section B, you do not know much, but some of the questions you know. By the way, forget about what I say. What do you feel? आपको कैसा लग रहा है? Your reaction is more real than us. अच्छा, आप समझ में आ गया? बाद में भी धीरे धीरे आ जाएगा. वही याद नहीं रहेगा. बस तो इन्होंने तो पेपर की ऐसी की तैसी किया है. कोई अपना ही स्टूडेंट होगा. this, so this is how he writes. This, the politics and debate is still alive. So people know that basically. सबको ये पता है खासकर. क्या लिखना है, दिस एंड फॉर्मल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आर मेड अप ऑफ इनफॉर्मल ग्रुप्स। ये भी आसान है और ये दोनों एक दूसरे से ओवरलैप करता है। नो, इट इज़ ऑल्सो अबाउट इनफॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन, दैट इज ऑल्सो अबाउट इनफॉर्मल ग्रुप। तो आप समझ सकते हो सिमिलर क्वेश्चन पूछना, यूपीएससी इज यूपीएससी। दिस देन हेड क्वार्टर हमने अभी पढ़ाया नहीं है, बच्चों को पता है, दे विल राइट इट। मीडिया उन्होंने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा, तो वी हैव नॉट टॉट यू लेंस, इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेंस, बट वो सोशल लेंस हो गया है, सोसाइटल लेंस। सोशल मीडिया, यू नो दैट हाउ इट इज, इट एक्ट्स एज पर थियरी एक्स एंड वाई। तो कैन यू आंसर दिस? Insights into human motivation at workplace differently. No, the theory X has different way of motivation, theory Y has. बाकी आपको जोमेटो स्विगी आता ही है, तो आप फटाफट लिख दोगे। बस अच्छा, ये पढ़ के बताओ, like good governance adds normative and evaluative attributes to the process of governing. Evaluate, normative क्या होगा? वैल्यूज वाला पार्ट। और इवैल्यूएटिव क्या होगा? इवैल्यूएटिव, यस। तो वी हैव आल्सो डेवलप्ड सर्टेन टाइप्स ऑफ इवैल्यूएटिव मेजर्स, वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ इंडिसेस यू कैन कंसिडर, करप्शन परसेप्शन इंडेक्स, ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स, जेंडर गैप इंडेक्स, ease of doing business index, those things, evaluative, let's say, that we want to know the level of governance. Ranking is done and Kerala always comes first when you have governance ranking. World Bank also has global ranking. This, तो थोड़ा सा उन्होंने जो कल मैं बोला था इनोवेट करना तो थोड़ा सा इसमें थोड़ा सा बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम होगा। नॉर्मेटिव तो बच्चे समझते हैं। In fact, good governance itself is a normative concept. This, that you can consider. Regulatory authorities, are you able to understand? Are independent and effective in controlling service delivery activities. First part you understand. But are subjected to extraneous factors. वो extraneous factors क्या है? यस, रेगुलेटरी कैप्चर तो मॉक टेस्ट में भी पूछा है हम लोगों ने, बच्चों को याद होगा। रेगुलेटरी कैप्चर फर्स्ट पॉइंट, रेगुलेटरी कैप्चर। और क्या होगा? एक्सट्रेनियस फैक्टर्स, लैक ऑफ रिसोर्सेस, इज इट सो इम्पोर्टेंट? पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर, पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर। और क्या हो सकता है? Yes, overlappings. The overlappings, that you can say too much of differentiation, too many differentiation, sectoral, that aspect. So people will be able to identify those extraneous factors. Do you agree? कोई ना agree करने का सवाल ही नहीं है। To some extent. Anyhow, चलो नेक्स्ट। सोशल ऑडिट आपको नहीं पता है, दिस इज ऑल्सो ट्रिब्यूनल्स वी हैव नॉट टॉट यू, मीन्स इट इज एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ चैप्टर, दिस ऑल्सो नॉट टॉट। इस पर आते हैं, ये भाई साहब आ गए मैंने बोला था नहीं आता है, बेस 20 मार्क का क्वेश्चन। बस हालांकि बच्चों को आता है, जो मेंस लिखते हैं उनको आता है ये चीज़, दे नो दैट, बिकॉज तब तक आप थोड़ा बहुत जान जाते हो रूल्स ऑफ द गेम। लेकिन बच्चे नहीं अटेम्प्ट करेंगे किस लिए? बहुत सारे बच्चे नहीं करेंगे न्यू पब्लिक गवर्नेंस के वजह से, उनको ठीक से नहीं आता होगा। नए बच्चों को नहीं आता, मतलब इट इज़ नॉट जनरली टॉट, बट वी हैव बीन टीचिंग बाय टेकिंग दैट पोस्ट एंड पीयर मॉडल्स। एनी हाउ, ERG में भी वो कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं होगा। क्या पूछ रहे हैं? 20 मार्क क्वेश्चन, राइट। तो क्या लिखोगे? एग्जिस्टेंस, रिलेटेडनेस, ग्रोथ, उसका ही ग्रोथ रुक जाएगा। दिस तो रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहेगा। हालांकि वो अच्छा कर सकते हैं इस क्वेश्चन में, इसलिए कि इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर क्या होगा, मैथमेटिकल होगा। पहले राइट मैथ्स लो और लास्ट में लिखो एनहेंस। ठीक है, तब तो मुझे पढ़ाना पड़ेगा ठीक से। राइट, ये चैप्टर फिनिश होगा तो मैं पढ़ाता हूँ इसको। पहले पढ़ाते थे हम लोग, छोड़ दिया था हमने, लाइक 4-5 साल पहले। क्वेश्चन भी पूछा है उसमें, एक हाइपोथेसिस है, हाइपोथेसिस ऑफ प्रोग्रेशन, हाइपोथेसिस ऑफ रिग्रेशन। दैट इज द की एस्पेक्ट, बट वी डिड नॉट टेल यू। दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मैस्लो एंड आल्डरफर्ड इन दैट थियरी। बट पूछ नहीं रहे थे तो हम लोगों ने भी छोड़ दिया, बट उन्होंने पूछा तो anyhow, ये तो आसान क्वेश्चन है। This and new public governance, we have to just teach you this. This is how we'll find this section A. This. So those who have, let's say that good, they will try to do 2 questions from section A. It is doable this year. Section A if you do, so you will get more marks than this section B that you have. This जो चल ही रहा है अभी, एंटी डेवलपमेंट थीसिस इज ए क्रिटिकल पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन ट्रेडिशनल डेवलपमेंट मॉडल्स। अब उन्होंने क्या लिखा है, ट्रेडिशनल डेवलपमेंट मॉडल्स। आपको आता है, डू यू नो ट्रेडिशनल डेवलपमेंट मॉडल्स क्या है? मॉडर्नाइजेशन थियरी, ग्रोथ मॉडल, जीएनपी मॉडल, McClelland achievement motivation model. This, yes, so that is how we can talk about this. People know that, they will be able to write it. Right. So this we have not taught yet. This critical path method also we have not taught. People know, they will be able to write, not challenge. They may have enjoyed this year paper writing. ये तो क्रिटिसिज्म ही है, सिंपल क्वेश्चन। राइट, ये तो आता है आपको, स्टडी ऑफ पब्लिक एडमी मस्ट इंक्लूड इट्स इकोलॉजी। अरे अजीब बात है। राइट, मतलब 70 साल हो गए, आज पूछ रहे हो। राइट, तो कोई एकेडमिशियन होगा जो ग्रेजुएशन में पढ़ाना शुरू किया होगा। राइट, so simple question, must include ecology, right? And then that's it. Public trust, it is ethics question, so we'll teach you in personal. इसके बाद future of governance, right? Not social historical factor, ये तो पता है। आगे एक question we have also asked in mock test, and people know to write. So undoubtedly social historical factors play a significant role in shaping administrative system, but side by side understanding of these influences is essential for designing responsive governance structure. ठीक है, सेकेंड पार्ट आंसर करो। फर्स्ट पार्ट तो आता है आपको, सेकेंड पार्ट we told you Kerala model, we have told in our this test also, बच्चों को पता है जो पीटर इवांस, इस बार हमने पीटर इवांस का एक नया वो पढ़ाया था बच्चों को, that study in Kerala, Taiwan and Mexico etc. like this. तो once you know the social factors, historical factors, accordingly you can design indigenous model of development. This, it helps in understanding ecology better, and accordingly let's say bringing indigenous, let's model of development which can be more ecological aspect. That is how it is trying to tell. So they have to, let's say, link with that aspect. This is how it is demanding. Then Riggs prismatic model, ये तो आता होगा। Riggs prismatic model has been criticized, जाहिर सी बात है criticize किया गया है, as overly glooming means negative model, isn't it? And technically complex, मतलब 3 बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा और एक डिक्शनरी बनाना पड़ेगा, isn't it? तो this is complex. but it remains useful. Yes, it is helpful in understanding the problems of developing countries. Application part. This from for comparative public administration research. It has generated further research. You can focus on contemporary comparative public administration and other research developments. SICA led by that aspect. It is a simple question. This is how this time they have asked. This balancing state intervention and market freedom is the need of developing countries. I will answer it. Yes. No, why developing countries should balance it?
Because they have to do development, social welfare activities are very important, which won't be available in market.
Because developed countries already have the necessary foundation for them to go independent and depend on market, but that is not the case in development.
So there is need for effectiveness and efficiency both.
Yes, because developing countries are still in transition. They are still in transition. So their system, let's say their system, institutional system is not developed. They lack preconditions. Joseph Stiglitz, there should be some preconditions. Since they lack some preconditions, so that's why let's say they have to act, balancing act they have to create. Western countries may have created balancing act. They may have a balance approach. Let's say PPP, it is settled, institutionalized, but still we are growing. That is how we have to write that way, and these people will be able to write it. This is a bit complex question. That is the one question which is a bit. Bureaucracy in developing countries faces several challenges. Tackling of these will make them more responsive, adaptive, and alive with development needs. Will you be able to answer? It is also related to development administration. This year they have asked, we ask also bureaucracy, but our question was we asked that bureaucracy is needed for transitional economy, transitional society. Without bureaucracy, transitional society cannot develop. Our question was like this. They have asked bureaucracy, let's say, it faces several challenges and they should and tackling those things, let's say, challenges. So when we tackle those challenges, so I will not tell, you tell what question is talking. What this question is talking.
In challenges, we can write about self-advertisement and then rent-seeking behavior and how we have to remove all these aspects so that it become more effective.
Yes, so we told the difference between development administration and traditional public administration. So you will write the difference. You will write the difference between them. Then you will show the problem, what it has problem. Most important problem is being status quo oriented. It is more status quo oriented. What question is talking? Responsive, adaptive and aligning with development. तो इसी से आप समझ जाओ कि ये डेवलपमेंट की बात कर रहा है. So you will tell कि bureaucracy traditionally was more suitable for stability and security oriented rather than bringing development. Hence, we have to design a developmental bureaucracy. And we tackle its challenges. Challenges means it is more hierarchical, rule driven, means driven. If we challenge that, means we tackle that. Tackle we have to make it goal driven, action driven, purpose, loyalty, attitude. That way, let's say that. So that will bring change in bureaucracy. It will result into change. अब अपने देश का कोई example दे दो. Development oriented, like we have CEO of Jila Parishad. We have CEO of Smart City Mission. It is a change. They have to become more change oriented, development oriented. So it was a bit complex. It demands, let's say, linking and etc. But still, this is how he has attempted. So it can be attempted. Debt wala we have not taught, financial administration, public policy we have not taught, but yes. So this year paper you will say that it is quite doable, and people while reading, means seeing paper, they may feel relieved. The challenge is ahead. Who gets how much marks? बिकॉज इस तरह के सिचुएशन में जब आप एग्ज़ाम हॉल से निकल के आते हैं ना, बोले सब ने फोड़ा है, बहुत ज़्यादा फोड़ा है, सबका पेपर अच्छा गया है, but there will always be distinguishing factor. Distinguishing factor is there is always a finer line. What I told, finer line, will you tell that problem, and then exactly let's say what the exact problem, I will tell bureaucracy के तो बहुत सारे problems हैं, right? So will you hit that problem which is related to development, right? This, because main aspect is development. It is section B, it is more related to development administration. This, so that is how, to hitting the bullseye. So who is close to that? That is a deciding factor, although people will be able to write this. So that is how you can say. So right. Nowadays paper is asked in that way, means UPSC does not ask that that difficult, although surprise is surprise. Right. There can be surprise anytime, but this is how it is. And hope the paper may give you confidence.